This is very important to remember. You see, all this. You see the human form. It's an organism. You look at the X-ray of the human form. You see the way the tongue is. MRI. It's just. This is simply energy expressing itself, manifesting into reality. What you are is energy. There's no like. You break it down. The concepts are never real. Okay, there are no concepts. There is only what is. You see, the human brain creates the concepts. It's ridiculous. It's so that you can be like, oh, see, it starts as, oh, this is a hat, okay, and then there's every level of subtlety, okay, ignorant and aware, concept and truth, okay. So when we're looking, you are just frequency. There is only vibration going on here. There's only electromagnetics. There's only frequency. You can because the human mind, because of the way the organism is, the human mind is conceptual. You can say, oh, okay, well, it's cold. Now we need a hat. The frequency is a representation of what is. If it gets cold, you use a hat. But also, if you're ignorant, you're going to have an ignorant experience. The more in delusion, concept, identity you're in, the less presence there is. Duality is a spectrum of ignorance and awareness. The awareness, we could say, the truth must be in a lie. An illusion must be created from something true. So therefore, there is existence. There's God, knows it's God, knows its existence. There is not even this concept of what I'm talking about. Okay, there is what it is. Okay, there, see, transcends this realm of existence. Then there's the concepts that try and densify it, because this is how this. You just look and you're not reading anything. You're reading frequency. You look. This is how it is. There's a play going on here of what is. There's something like, okay, this completely transcends the mind. Okay, this goes back to the source thing that is experiencing everything, the mind, the body, this, that is existence. So the frequency determines frequency, and then the mind tells you this is like the mind is also frequency. There's just something that understands what the mind is about. It's all frequency. So the mind will operate on a frequency level. This is all frequency. It's all energy. So again, densifying with the mind. If you're on a low level, dense level, ignorant level, dark level, the absence of awareness, the dimming of heat. There's only heat. There's only awareness, but there's an appearance of less than. Why? Because it's necessary for contrast, which contrast or contradiction is necessary for experience. So it's all just energy. Everything just is. Okay, I need food, I need water, I need like this, that, like to do what? To be in a certain frequency. That's it. Where now because the mind, because it's in an organism, now there's a thing going on. Okay. There's little a preferred frequency. Oh, an addictive frequency. Ah. This is it. So what? So what? Well, the question is the answer. The very reason for which you can turn around and say so for what is why it is. Or rather, it just is. Existence. There's no answer. There is only the answer. Okay. The mind wants to keep asking, so what? Why? It wants to validate its reality. That's what it wants. The mind wants to be validated. That's it. if the mind is getting validated, there's illusion, there's a play, there's like a little human character that is. Why? Because it's believed to be. Okay. When you really dumb it down, you realize what the truth of really what's going on is. What you can see what is. No concept, no ignorance. What is truth, awareness, authenticity at its purest. Authenticity and truth are the same thing, and they also vibrate on the highest frequency. The closer you get to truth, the closer you get to humility, the closer you get to what is, the closer you're getting to existence. The lack of an identity, of an illusion. Coming back to full abundance, full authenticity, full truth. Can you see through the ignorance of the world? Because now it is like, okay, it's created this for what? To be this. There's little characters running around. There's little dimensions of frequency. There's every level of subtlety. So what? So pay attention. Don't pay attention. Don't try. See, trying, thinking, conceptualizing is missing the point. What is the point? This can only be with the mind. Only the mind can be what is the point. See, now we're getting past where we're really we're showing up to transcend the mind. We're getting to a point where there is only existence. There is only awareness. There's only God. What is God? All that is. You don't have to even say all that is. Okay, God is. Okay, everything is God. Okay. Oh, see, the mind is the mind. It is concept. It is illusion. On any subtle form. What is this? This is particles and this is waves. This is duality. This is a wavelength on a weightless frequency mixed with the particles of a dense frequency. Light and dark, ignorance and awareness to create an illusion of something going on. So for anything to be anything at all and to even frequentially align to the point in which the neurons to the human brain are activating some kind of sentence within the human brain. Oh, this is all electricity. This is all energy. This is all frequency. That is to say that this is a hat, and to be like have an idea of this that's bouncing off of this, because this is an organism, but this is also existence as well. So it's just like and then you're like, oh, it's a hat. Even that is wrong. It's right, because what is this? But at the same time, it's wrong, because this is. It is not anything. It is. See, there's no need to smile there. See, then there's a whole nother level of conditioning onto the human form. Left eye just twitched twice. Something right. You see, all of this is conditioning. It's there, why? So that consciousness can wake up through it. It's like, oh, okay. It's like there's something here going on. There's something to do. There's something to be aware of. There's something for the lizard brain. There's ignorance and there's awareness. There's the number line. So, what do you need to burn ignorance? Awareness. What does awareness need to exist? Ignorance. So, what is existence? It's existence. Existence is neither good nor bad. It is where the homeostasis of the baby goes that determines where the identity of the frequency and all this goes, how dense or weightless it is. But in truth, there is only existence. Who's to say one is bad or good? This is only from the perspective of an organism that is within this frequential range, that is designed to feel certain ways about the frequential difference of good and bad, weightless and dense, particles and waves, ignorance and awareness. Say, oh, there's a temple of consciousness, this, that. No, but no, it just is. To even think of anything is to be in a dense frequency that is the mind. Why is it dense? Because it's stemming from all of this conceptually, but at the same time, it is physical in of itself. The mind is the brain. You could say, but like it's all everything's formless. It's ether. It's on every level of subtlety, every dimension of existence exists right now. There's only right now. So, when people say, oh, your brain's just creating it, they're just not. Just full on. Full on, my name is. But at the same time, they're right. Because everything exists. There's a reason for everything. For them to think that way is for them to grow up as a baby and to be that. And for to be even talking about things that are in a conceptual manner, to even say this is a hat, is to be in the mind, is to be in the play of illusion. To even talk, to even start speaking, is playing in the illusion. If you're coming from full stillness and then you start talking, you'll notice the frequency drops down to a denser level because now you're playing in the illusion. You're playing in reality. What is reality? It is existence. There's only existence. So, why did I shave my head? Well, everything just happens. God happens. God is. It's running the whole show. There's no free will. What we've been talking about. There's absolutely no free will. There's only God. So, on every level of subtlety, not only did the hair look kind of like it's just the frequency. Frequency matches now. Why? Because there's no identity with a little dollop of hair on my head. You see, my head. You see, but you don't want to get. It's not like that. You'd rather come back to awareness than try and fix your mistake with more concept. There's no mistake that was made. There's only existence. There's only God. See how this is win-win? There's only the cake, and there's only eating it. There's only the cake. Only do you feel pain when you start believing this, this, that. Oh man, why is that? Why? Really, why? Truly, why? Are you fearful? What is there? Where is the initial fear? The fear of death? This is trivial. But yet, people live by this fear. This is interesting. When you let go of fear, Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Asylum, he says, at the end of fear, oblivion. So, at the end of fear, oblivion. Whoever wrote that line couldn't comprehend what comes after fear. Whoever wrote Scarecrow. Because they're thinking concept. They're only thinking in terms of... They can't see past fear. Why? Because fear is necessary for experience. At least Scarecrow can't see past fear. Fear is necessary for experience. Duality, contrast, contradiction is necessary. But truly, at the end of fear, you could say it's oblivion, or you could stop at the concepts. And it is only existence. There is no concept. It simply is.
What are they doing? Yeah. How long do they VR for? Days. Weeks. Do they sleep? Nope. Why someone would choose to live in a fake
So, this is simply energy. This is simply all formless. And you cannot tell me otherwise. I don't want to hit. There's a nervous system. That's all I'll say about that. There's fear from the nervous system because the nervous system exists to generate fear so that we have duality. This, in essence, is all formless, crystallized frequency.
The thing is that I need you to do this as fast as possible.
You're the one wasting time putting me in a binary